picturesque stadium in all of sports than the Rose Bowl. After a full day of college football, the sun is down, the lights are on, and we still have more for you on EA Sports. It's the Pittsburgh Panthers and the UCLA Bruins. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, Pitt's head coach told me before the game he is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. For the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Bruins offense will be first on the attack. And there he is, the dangerous Wayne Knight. And everything in this attack runs through him.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level, they can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in the phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that one. And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Oh, pressure's coming. Being chased. Quarterback gets the first down. Oh, he's got some space. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Bruins with the 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Knight. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Iamaleava. Quick completion on the out. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Panthers offense will now get its first chance with the football. Mason Heinzel, he's been able to put together a solid resume. We're anxious to see what he can do in this one. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Quick give, it's Turner. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Flip it out to the back of the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Turner. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. All kinds of room to the right. Past the 10. Touchdown, Pitt. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
And the Bruins in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Throwing, Iamaleava. Right side, it's Ellis. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The give to the back. There he goes. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Bruins are moving quickly down the field. Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. Stepping to the right, and he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And the Bruins, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. In the red area, it's Knight. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. A first down run on the doorstep. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Play number 9 on this drive. A designed run for the quarterback. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bruins. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Hits inside, it's Turner. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Pulls it on the option. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their sophomore quarterback who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on him. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Working the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running inside. It's Turner. Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And that's the second time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Left side is Kent. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The extra point here would tie the game. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Snags it over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's see how these two guys are doing so far. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Straight ahead, it's Knight. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. The Bruins headed quickly to the line.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They give it back to him. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Calls his own number. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the 3rd down.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
Here comes the heat. And it's a sack.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
Soft spot in the middle. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
He's got it. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender.
Touchdown, Bruins! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And the point after is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Out wide left, it's Turner. Could not make his way to the corner. That play looked as if it had a chance to be productive, but the open field tackle stopped it.
And it's tough to get a running back one-on-one on the ground in the open field. You want guys swarming to the football to try to make that play, but understand that guy's a weapon. Good job by the defense seeing it, breaking on the football, getting him on the ground.
Got his man.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the third down pass is incomplete.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Iamaleava throws to the wideout. Left side is Matthews. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Really nice looking pass. When I think back to the history of UCLA quarterbacks, I think about guys carving up defenses in the Rose Bowl in the perfect weather conditions with the gorgeous San Gabriel Mountains as a backdrop. And this guy right here, man, he's lighting defenses up this season, throwing it too. And in this game, he seems like he's dialed in.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Keep it on the ground. Turning it on. Quick step and go. Touchdown, UCLA. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And just keep feeding this guy the football, and this scoreboard's going to keep lighting up. This dude is unbelievable. He needs just a little bit of space, and he has gone off to the races. This offense, David, has so many weapons, but this running back is a game changer.
He is, and so many weapons is right, and this defense has had absolutely no answer so far. Giving up way too many points early in this football game. They need to have a conversation on the sidelines. Get the defensive coordinator, get everybody involved. They need more juice, and they got to find some answers fast.
The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
A really nice job by the quarterback putting some extra heat on that throw. As a defensive back, I'm going to drive to that curl, try to get there really quick to try to break up the pass, but when the QB puts it that hard on the money with that much accuracy, really hard route to defend.
Out wide right, it's Lee. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They give it to him again. Oh, he's got some space. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Right side, it's Hicks. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Touchdown, Panthers! Made the grab in the end zone for 6.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Throwing, Iamaleava. The quick out. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
To the air, it's Iamaleava. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
With the draw, it's Knight. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Third and short now from their own 48. From the gun on third down, Iamaleava gets rid of it.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Quarterback keeps it. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Bruins pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. Got the first down. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Bruins want to pick up the tempo. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another day.
A strike downfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. This will be the last play of the quarter, and it's 1st and goal. They want to run this quarterback. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We start with the Mississippi State Bulldogs in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Bulldogs coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. This ball club now stands at 6 wins. They've ensured themselves at the very least of a 500 regular season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game inside the historic Rose Bowl. What an effective job both of these teams have done running the football. Both have gone over 100 yards, and it's because both have committed to pounding the rock. Credit these coordinators with to the game plan.
And the Bruins will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly, they seem very concerned about these injuries. What's going on down there?
Checking in with the Pitt head coach at the half. Their quarterback is really taking a pounding in that first half. I can visually see bumps, bruises, some blood on the uniform. They continue to evaluate him, but they've got to keep him clean here in the 2nd half. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Off-play action. Right down the middle. Good coverage to knock that pass away.
And if this offense wants to get back in this football game, I think they're going to see a lot of this. Defense playing a little bit more zone, conservative, great eyes on the quarterback, breaking on the football, batting the ball down. They're going to force you to throw the football down the field.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
And you got to wonder if this offense is going to go for it here. They're trailing now by a lot. I know there's a lot of football still to go, and I know they're on their own end of the field, but just kind of get the feeling their defense hasn't gotten a ton of stops. They may need to stay out there, and they're going to need this quarterback to make a play.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the UCLA sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and
makes the grab in their space. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots.
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, UCLA! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Out wide left, it's Hicks. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. He unleashed that one, some serious spin rate, some revolutions on that one.
Want to talk about velocity? How about the arm talent this kid has? I love watching him throw these curl routes. He's in rhythm, he takes his steps, and man, when he decides to pull the trigger, watch out.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Pitt pushing the pace.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability.
It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
He's got enough.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude, Tony McGill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
To the ground. He's got it again. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Iamaleava. Going long. Intercepted for the 11th time. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 50. He's at the 30. After making the interception, ran that thing back to the 18-yard line. Pittsburgh sends out the offense to start this drive. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
They're all over it. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. No matter the sport, he epitomized the UCLA mantra, be quick, don't hurry.
I mean, what a great job of being quick off the ball. Defensive lineman, you got to be quick off the ball.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. No good. After the missed field goal, still down by 21 points, guys. UCLA will go back to work on offense. He threw it big the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Throwing, Iamaleava. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
3rd down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. Hauls it in. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, it's Knight. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Here's Iamaleava to throw. Got his man. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Pulls it in. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. And the Bruins want to crank the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, that's why that one fell incomplete.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the 2nd half, and you got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Got his man down the middle. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Quick give, it's Knight. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the 1st without scoring. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. Left side is Smith. Touchdown, Bruins! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Man, it's so nice to have guys out wide that you just trust that you can feed the football, and this guy will do the rest, will cross that goal line, will take care of you, will make you look like a genius. That's that kind of guy right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pitt Panthers offense out there to go on the attack. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. The run inside. It's Turner. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this third down? Tight end now in motion. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Reels it in. Turns it on in midfield. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And that was a play that was designed to simply pick up the first down, right? Third and short, it's a short throw, and you're just trying to get it to the sticks. But what a great individual effort by the receiver that time, turning once he has the football, and he's getting extra yards. That ends up being a big-time play for the offense.
Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. It's caught. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. With this game all but decided, let's take a minute here as we get later in the season to look at the Heisman Trophy race. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. In the backfield, it's Sapp. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Panthers. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Hits inside, it's Knight. Hard running there. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
RPO complete. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Iamaleava. He'll try to do it himself. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the 2nd and short.
And, man, you see it again. It's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that. It's supposed to be a pass, everybody playing pass, but he's just got such a knack and such a feel to take off and run and make people miss and create explosive plays, and that's why they built the lead here today.
Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
just feeds the running back.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Iamaleava from the gun on third down. Makes the grab. And he got it oh so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be fourth down. The Bruins need to pick it up on fourth down. Quarterback will keep it. And he makes it past the first down marker, hits the slide, and they'll move the sticks. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Running inside. It's Knight. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Bruins will hustle to the line.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
The Bruins line it up with a 1st and goal. Throwing, Iamaleava. Back's got it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He'll take it himself. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. And they did tack on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly Rowe has an update.
Checking in from the Panthers sideline. This defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snapped it, and he has to have it. At midfield, he's got room. Into the secondary on the right. Touchdown, Panthers! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the 4th quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game.
Straight ahead, it's Knight. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeps it moving. It's Knight. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Looking for running room. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And while they could run victory formation, you also have to think about padding those stats. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. Good, right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, it looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.